Hey everyone in YouTube world, this is Steve Bell. I'm giving my week 10 up post-op update from my VSG that I had on the 28th of June this year, 2016, and just giving you my starting weight was 155 kilos, my weight or 343 pounds. My weight on the night before my surgery was 144 kilos or 317 pounds. My weight last week was 122.8 kilos or 270.7 pounds. And my weight this week was 123.3 kilos or 271.8. So yes, I had a bit of a game this week. So not really sure why. Not overly concerned about it. It was only a 0.5 of a kilo, so it was only a small game. I'd actually had a really good week, and but actually did a lot more work in the gym and things like that. So this week, some of the things that I actually did was I actually started going back to the gym. So last Friday, I went to the gym and went to a MetaFit class, which was the first time I'd done it, which is where it's a half an hour class where they concentrate on, you do 3 exercises, I think it's for about 45 seconds, and then you have a 10-second break. You do the same 3 again, 45 seconds, and then you do a third round of that, and then you start on another 3. So you do another round of 9 of that, then you do another one. So that takes you close to half. I think it's 27 minutes, and then that's it. That's it. I also did an assessment through the gym this week, which was a bit of an interesting experience because I rocked up to the gym, booked in my appointment, and they have a free assessment there where they take your details and set some goals, and they set a program for you. But it was an interesting because I walked in there and he said, "Oh, so what's your plan?" And I said, "Look, be blunt. I've had a gastric sleeve surgery 2 months ago. I've already lost close to 33 kilos." And he's gone, "Oh, okay." And I said, and he goes, "Oh, so what's your focus? What's your focus?" And I said, "Look, I actually want to get a program that's actually focused on doing weights and developing muscle and those kind of things. I'm not actually concerned about the weight loss because I know the weight loss will come off with because of the surgery and things like that." And he couldn't actually understand about the surgery. He didn't. So that was fine. So I'm actually I'm back at the gym tomorrow to pick up my going to do the MetaFit class again, and then also going to do pick up my my program. And because the gym's near my work, and it's about a 50-minute drive for me for work, I'm actually getting to do 2 programs. I'm going to do a program that I'm based in the gym itself, which I'm going to try and do a couple of days a week when I'm midweek at lunchtimes and things like that. And then I'm planning on having an at-home program, which I've got a kettlebell, which I can do some exercises with, and then and do some stuff on the weekends and things like that. So I also did a 20-minute run. The assessment had been booked in for an hour as appointment, and I was over. It was only over in about half an hour. So I thought, look, I'm already at the gym. I'm already in my gym gear, so I'll just jump on the treadmill. I pretty much ran for 20 minutes on the treadmill, so which I was quite pleased about because I've done a couple of couch to 5K sessions in the last couple of weeks. And the sessions that they were doing were pretty basic, and they were probably a little bit too basic for me at this stage. So, but just doing 20 minutes on the treadmill at I think it was about 8 kilometres or something like that. Or wasn't it? It was at the 8 mark on the treadmill. And I was doing that quite well. I probably was getting to it was doing a bit of interval, so every couple of minutes the treadmill would go up a couple of degrees and things, and then go back down. So it wasn't too bad. I think that probably shows that, and in the past when I've been I'm doing a lot more running. 20 minutes on the treadmill has been I find 20 minutes on the treadmill is about about my time. I can, but when I'm actually out on the road, I can actually do half an hour or so. So I'm keen to get back on the road and just see how I'm going fitness-wise on the road. I also did a swim, so just a basic swim while my son was doing his swimming lessons last Saturday morning. So it was only 400. It was only 400 metres or 500 metres, I think I did. So, but it was just to get out there. And then I'm also playing tennis one night a week. So it's quite a busy week in the sense of my gym, my exercise work. Food, still having a little bit of trying out some foods with textures and things like that. Made a decision when I was at the gym last week. I'd been pretty much living on soups at lunchtime, probably since my surgery. And I thought, look, I'm going to try something different. So I actually just did a wrap. It's a wrap with salad and some protein. I think with some ham in there. And that went down really well. I actually bought it just from the cafeteria there. So I thought, look, I'm going to try and start doing wraps for lunch. So all this week I've been taking a wrap to work each day with some salad, some protein, if it was be chicken, or I actually had some lamb or something like that. And just taking that, which I'm doing reasonably well with. One thing I did notice even before I started, the textures with foods I'm still having a little bit of problems with some foods with textures. So I'm just really noticed I had a sandwich the other day. I had a sandwich with some meatloaf in the middle of it, and that didn't go down well at all. I'd had the meatloaf the day before, and that was fine. But with the bread the toasted bread, it didn't go down at all. I'm not sure if I overate or if it was just the texture of the mixture of the bread with the meatloaf. And I'm also noticing if I do overeat that I do get a bit of vomit. I have had a little bit of vomit occasionally, so it's just something that I've got to manage, and I'm probably making sure I'm going back to the right ratios of about half a cup at the moment. And the other thing that I've noticed in the last couple of days is I've been having a little bit of constipation issues. So I'm trying to get onto some Metamucil and things like that just to get my system going a little bit more regularly. And so that's just been there's been a bit of difficulties with that at the moment also. So, but other than that, I'm doing really, really well. Even though I had a 0.5 of a kilo gain this week, I'm actually not that concerned about it. It's the way I've been looking at my stats, and the way since probably about 3 weeks out from surgery, I've been having a big loss and a little loss and a big loss and a little loss. So last week was meant to be my little loss, so if I had a that would be fine. That wasn't much concern. I'm trying to do my weigh in on Monday, and I've been trying to do it. It was taking until probably Thursday here in Australia, Thursday night. So and I've actually noticed since Monday morning I've actually lost that and lost more. So I'll have until next week to give you an update on where I'm going. So, yeah, I think it was a little glitch in the sense of it, but I think it might also be on other people talk about getting the gym and having to eat. I've noticed that's also that I really was quite hungry on the weekend after I'd done my gym session on a Metafit class on the Friday, and it's quite sore on the weekend because. So I think it's kind of had a bit of a flow-on effect in the sense of it needing to put more food into my body, and also putting more liquids into my body. So look, hopefully that's, and it's just a little step that I'm still going down the right track and things like that. All right, everyone, and I hope you all have a good week. Look forward to watching some more videos and seeing how. So catch you later.